anybody know?
Oh wait, my shit. Okay, there I go. Hey everybody, it's Edie and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's video is a vlog about body art. So, if you can't tell, Stephanie and I got tattoos yesterday. Yay!
My first tattoo.
My second. So, yeah, it was an adventure. Like, this whole tattoo process has been an adventure. Like, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Planning, trying to find a place, trying to
Find an artist at a place.
that's open.
Yeah. Yeah, so, let's tell them all about our tattoo adventure.
Okay.
Okay, so, we pretty much as soon as she got here, decided that we were going to get a tattoo while she was here. And today's your last day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so pretty much as soon as she got here, actually before you came,
I think so.
we were kind of like, we should get tattoos together.
Yeah.
But then when she got here, we really said, yeah, let's get tattoos while you're here.
And I really wanted to get my first tattoo in Italy. Like that felt like really exciting to me.
Yeah. So, we started planning. I have a list of tattoos that I've wanted to get. This is my second one, so I already kind of knew what I wanted, but she was up in the air as to what she wanted, or where she wanted it, or how big she wanted it, or what color she wanted. So there was a lot of planning involved with just creating what she was going to get. And she went from, I'm just going to get just a little bitty, just a jacket, just right here on my thumb. To then one day, I'm going to get a lion. Her whole arm was going to be an arm. She ran, and everything in between. So what she finally decided on was a feather with yes,
Right.
which we'll talk more about the meaning and all in a little
Okay.
bit. So she had a plan, right? We narrowed it down. We knew what she was gonna get. All right. So then we started looking for a tattoo parlor here in Italy, in Sicily. That was So there's a tattoo place directly outside the base. It's really easy to find. You can't miss it. You're looking at it as you come out of the base. And a few people had told me it was okay, so I went over there 6 different times trying to see inside the place, to talk to the artist. It was never open. I ended up having to go to the barber across the hall. The barber called the tattoo guy. I talked to the tattoo guy on the phone. He told me when to come back, and then I still had to come back again later that night or the next night when he would actually be there. So we go back when we're supposed to be there, and what happens?
Well, there's some guy there, but he's not the actual tattoo artist. So
And he doesn't speak English.
No, he doesn't. So he kind of lets us know that the other guy's going to be there in about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, no.
5 or 10
He
minutes.
was there about half an hour later.
Yeah, 30 minutes it took the tattoo artist to actually get there. So we're just sitting there like twiddling our fucking thumbs doing nothing. Because we already knew what we wanted. We already had printouts. And
Right. And at that point, I was going to get Chinese calligraphy, the word yes, on my wrist.
No.
At that point.
That was one of your plans, but that wasn't what you wanted.
Right.
You wanted the feather and the, remember?
We hadn't planned
The
that
dragonfly.
one.
You wanted the dragonfly.
I wanted the dragonfly, but I wanted to play it safe because of the communication barrier. I
Yeah.
wanted something that was simple that he could look at and just replicate. And I didn't have to explain too much to him because we didn't know if he could speak English or not.
Yeah, but once we got there, we decided, we discovered, yeah, he could speak English, like good English. And she had a couple of ideas, I had a couple of ideas, and everything we told him, he was just like, no.
Right.
And it wasn't like, no, that's a bad idea, or no, you should change it and maybe do this instead because of this reason, or no, that's not in my skill set. It was just, no. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right. The original thing was a lion on my thumb.
that's what it
That's
was.
what it was.
That's what it was. The lion on
And
her
he said
thumb.
no.
Yeah, and it was, we really got the impression that it was just, no, I don't want to do that tattoo.
Right.
And so he was only going to tattoo us what he wanted, which in the end would have been a tattoo that he probably thought was awesome and great and that we were not fucking happy with. So
She didn't like him.
no, I did not like him at all. But
I appreciated that he said no to me instead of doing it anyway. I mean, he explained that it will fade because it's on the fingers, on the hands, and the hands exfoliate quite a bit. So, and you wash your hands, you do everything with your hands. So I kind of appreciated that, but she really didn't like him, and she wanted to research other places.
Yeah, because there's one thing in an artist telling you, yeah, no, that's not really going to work, which is actually what happened with my tattoo, and telling you why it's not going to work and giving you another option, and then there's a difference in someone just saying, no. Which is the vibe that I got from this guy. I did not get a good vibe at all. So we decided to keep looking for tattoo parlors. Now, while we're doing this, happens to be the big Italian holiday in August. Every fucking thing here is shut down, like on lockdown, shut down.
They got away to their resorts.
Yeah, everything is closed. Like for the month, but specifically in this past week where we've been trying to get stuff done. We found a tattoo place online that happened to really have a website. They had a Facebook page. They even had videos and pictures, which is unheard of.
And I kind of fell in love with one particular artist who did a horse on someone's body, and I was like, that's the guy. Because at that point, then I was still thinking of a lion on my arm. So I was like, if he can do a horse, he can do a lion. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, maybe I should start off a little smaller. But anyway, I fell in love with this guy, and we started looking, and there's something on their Facebook page that we didn't know what it meant, but I figured it out somehow. I don't know how I figured it out. I started like really looking at what it said, and then I think I saw some kind of translation or something where someone said happy vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily she saw that, because we didn't know they were closed.
Right.
Because it didn't say closed for vacation. It said, it was just a comment
something
that someone...
about vacation.
Yeah.
No, it did say, it said it would open on the 20th.
Oh yeah,
and it said something vacation, but it wasn't it was in Italian. It was called Ferie.
Yeah.
I guess that means vacation. So that one said it would be open on the 20th. So then we started looking at other places to see if other places were open. And it turns out that those other two places were not going to be open until I left.
Yeah. So really this one place was our only option. It was a one-shot deal. But that happened to be the place where she found an artist that she really liked, and because of what she was going for, it was important that he was able to do that kind of thing. She wanted a realistic looking lion at the time. So this was the guy. There was one guy, one tattoo parlor, one day.
One day, right.
Because there was no way, we're going to the beach today, so there's no way she could go get a tattoo and go to the beach today and then travel tomorrow. Because she leaves tomorrow at noon.
Right.
So yesterday was our only day for real.
And that was the day they were coming back.
And that was the day they come. And they weren't even opening until 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So I had to teach a class yesterday. I had to go to class yesterday because my college classes have started back up. So we didn't even leave my house until like 6:30.
Yeah.
Heading to this place.
And I was calling since about 4 something, which is around the time they were supposed to open, and we kept getting a message that said they were unreachable, or you know, and so we figured, oh, they just probably decided they weren't going to finish their vacation yet and just, you know,
stay on vacation.
Because that's what they do. Yeah. That's exactly what they do. They just kind of decide, it doesn't matter if there's money on the table, they kind of decide, no, we're not going to open today. Yeah. You know, they just pretty much do whatever they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was fully expecting, based on my experience here, which is like, you know, we went to take a pasta class. The guy never showed up.
We go to restaurants, they're just not open. There's a piece of paper on the door that says we're only open on this day from this time.
So we were fully expecting that it would not be open. So we drove over there just in case, and then we were going to dinner. So I'm thinking, I'm just thinking about dinner, really.
Yeah.
On the way over there, I'm like, it's not going to be open, and we're just going to go eat. I wonder what I'm going to eat.
Yeah, she's thinking about dinner. This place is 30 minutes away. We didn't leave my house until almost 6:30. We got there like 10 minutes after 7. They're scheduled to close at 8 o'clock. One shot, one guy, 1 hour. This is the time frame we're working in, okay? So we go in. It's like an instantly different vibe. Like, this place is really cool. They've got good music playing.
They were open.
They were open. They were open.
And I'm still in the car.
She's like, what? What? They're open?
No.
What?
What do you mean?
She starts freaking out in the car. So we go in, it's a really cool vibe, like it's full of people. The place that we had gone to first was totally empty. There was no one around. We had to wait for the artist to even get there. This place, there were people in there. There was already a guy getting a tattoo in there. Like the people working in there were really cool. None of them spoke a lick of English.
Nothing.
Nothing. There happened to be a girl in there. She was picking up a piercing, a new piercing earring or something. Anyway, she spoke some English. She helped us translate a little bit
of the beginnings of what we were, you know, because I was still on the fence. I didn't know if I wanted the feather with the yes, or I was gonna go a safer route. I was waiting to see if I could communicate to them what I wanted, and if I couldn't, then I was gonna go for the dragonfly. I had a picture. Well, I didn't really have a picture. It was like on her iPad.
I think she got on the fence when she realized they were open.
I got on the fence when I realized they were open. I got on the fence when I realized they don't speak English. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I could just show them this dragonfly and they could just do that particular one. But this is a little bit more intricate because I wanted to explain. This was designed by her on my arm. So we had to explain that I wanted scripts, that I wanted the Y to connect to the feather, that the feather, I wanted it realistic. I didn't want it cartoonish.
She didn't want it very dark. She wanted like colors.
I wanted like, there was like 6 or 7 things I needed to explain, and I didn't have the language for it.
Right. And for mine, like mine could have gone very badly. At least hers still would have looked like a feather. Mine could have been something totally different. Because mine is actually script. It's words. It's a mirror image tattoo. So it says one thing, but only to me looking at it in the mirror. Like to the general public, it doesn't fucking say a thing. It's backwards and upside, you know, it's like ridiculous. So they could have gone very badly.
Yeah. We took
However,
a big risk.
we took a huge risk. However, I will tell you that I got a much better vibe from these dudes without being able to speak to them than I got from the first guy. And I was more comfortable and more confident with the language barrier. Like knowing that this could fully blow up in my face, I was more comfortable and confident getting my tattoo with them than I was with the other guy.
Right. So
we got tattoos.
she goes in first.
Yeah, so we designed mine was originally supposed to be about this big. Like, it was supposed to be about 3 inches long total. And then I told them how I wanted it colored and how I wanted like the script to be written. I already had it designed. I had it printed out, so they knew exactly what I wanted. I just had to explain the coloring to them.
And the reverse.
And the reverse.
Right.
So I
important.
had it printed both ways. Like I had it so they could see what it said, but then that I needed it reversed so that it would show out. So I tell them, and he's like, oh no. He tells me, that's not going to work with that small, that I would have to go bigger. And I'm like, how much bigger? And then he prints it again and blows it up to the size it needs to be and holds it up to me. It's twice the size it should have been. And at this point I'm like, okay. So they take me in. They're still designing her tattoo at this point.
I'm still freaking out.
Freaking out. I have video. You're going to see the video after all this. Like, keep watching because there's video footage of everything.
There's video footage of me standing there, hyperventilating, everything.
Flushed cheeks. It's hilarious. So they take me in. They're still designing her tattoo. She's freaking out in the process. They're tattooing me. I'm like, she's missing it. Chris, my husband was supposed to videotape me. He couldn't videotape me because she had my tablet. They're like looking through the photos, trying to literally design this tattoo while I'm being
My
tattooed.
internet wasn't working on my phone, which it's been working this whole time. I've had no problem until yesterday.
Yeah.
So I had to use her tablet.
Yeah. So we get little video clips of me. She's in there designing her tattoo.
With a Spanish guy.
With a
cute Spanish guy who speaks Spanish, who I understand and can speak some Spanish. So I was able to explain to him in Spanish what I wanted, and then he drew it. He was the one who drew it out, which was great. He was an artist, an amazing artist, by the way. He just happened to be there.
Yep.
He was not even working that day. He works there, but he was like on vacation still, and he was just dropping by to say hello. He ends up working with me, makes the whole design for me.
And then translates from Spanish into Italian to tell the tattoo artist what to do.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it was awesome. He was great.
Yeah.
He was very good to look at too. Okay, so while I'm getting my tattoo, I have him standing there. You'll see.
She's like this the whole time. tattooed, right? She's designing her tattoo. She comes in for just a minute and she's like, oh my God, you're getting tattooed. She shoots a quick video. They call her back out. She's still designing her tattoo.
Yeah.
Mine's done. And then she's still freaking out. I don't know if I can do this. What?
After she already did.
I'm done. I don't know if I can do this. Are you kidding me right now? So the moment comes.
The moment comes, and I'm sitting there, and I am just like, I don't even know what it's like a surreal experience. And then, like, I'm sitting there, I don't know what's coming. I have no idea what's coming. And I asked the guy, I'm like, is it gonna hurt? And he's like,
Yeah, that's it.
and when they start, I feel such immense, to me, that pain was out of 10. It was razor blades.
It is razor blades.
Like he's carving into my skin.
Yeah.
And then because I wanted it so realistic, it had all those lines cost me. Because he actually went and did the black, he did this whole thing in like a black outline, and then he went and did each line in a dark blue, then he went and did the outside lines in a light blue, then he went in and did some white. So I was there for like 45 minutes, much longer than her.
Yeah, my tattoo took like 20 minutes. Her tattoo was like 45.
I thought it was an hour at least, but I don't know.
Yeah.
She took video, so she knows.
Yeah,
and I was
45.
just like, it was horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific. No, it was
She didn't even
horrific.
cry.
I didn't cry, but I was like, oh my God.
It's intense. It doesn't feel good.
I'm
It's
still
uncomfortable.
feeling it, yeah.
She's still feeling it.
But I have to say that right now, I'm not in a lot of pain at all.
Yeah, we
Like
just got
it's-
him done less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, it's actually fine.
Yeah.
And I love it.
And she's already ready for another one.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of my dragonfly and where I want to put it.
Yeah.
Probably on my ankle.
Yeah. Yeah. So we finally get the tattoos finished, and the guy stayed late. It was really, really cool of them because they were supposed to close at 8 o'clock. We didn't get out of there until almost 9.
9 something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was a little after 9.
Yeah.
Because between the two of us, our tattoos took about an hour and a half. And they stayed. Our artist, Christian, is a fucking genius. Like, he is a skilled artist. He's very good at what he does. I would have no problem going back to him, even with the language barrier.
Right.
I would have no problem going back and getting another tattoo with him. Not at all. So, yeah, that was really cool. So, we thought we would, like, show you our tattoos, explain to you what they are, why we got them, and then kind of what they did to us. The after effects of having these tattoos put on us.
You want to start?
You want me to start? Or
Yeah, you start.
Okay, so my tattoo is a mirror image. It says I am enough, but it's a mirror image. So you guys looking at it, it doesn't look like anything to you. It's a backwards sentence that you would have to like sit there and figure out. But when I look at it in the mirror, it's correct. It says I am enough in the mirror. And I got that because I've talked about this a little bit before. I kind of struggle with certain aspects and feeling like I'm not enough and that I'm not good enough, and just all aspects of my life. And I've wanted this tattoo for a really long time, and I feel like it's important for me. I don't care if the rest of the world can read it. It's not for them. It's for me. And it's very important for me to be able to see this when I look in the mirror. And when he finished the tattoo and I looked at it in the mirror for the first time, I felt this like deep internal concussive boom. It was like seeing it and realizing it for the first time in my life. Holy shit, I am enough. For the first time ever in my life, for real. And I can't even express to you how empowering these less than 24 hours have been. I feel different in my skin just from this little 3 words. It's crazy. And other things that I've noticed just in the last couple of hours is I sit like this. I walk like this. I try to be smaller. I try to shrink down. I try to come within myself because I'm not small. And I don't like to be seen. I try to like hide as much as I can. But I was noticing that my tattoo looks like it's like crooked. I'm like, what the did they put this on me crooked? And I'm like looking at it in the mirror and I'm like, oh shit, no, if I relax my shoulders, it's straight. So I'm like sitting taller, standing taller, my shoulders are more relaxed and more back because I want to make sure that it's straight. And that's huge because I'm like, you know, I sit hunched, I walk, not hunched, but like curved in. So yeah, that's a big change. And so we have this friend, kinda. He's a business mentor. His name is Fabeku, and he talks about tattoos as talismans. And to me, I'm not the kind of person who's just gonna go get a pretty tattoo. If I get a tattoo, it needs to be meaningful, it has to be special, it has to represent something for me. I'm not just gonna go get some random pretty thing tattooed on my leg. So my tattoo that I already had was very special, very meaningful to me. And then every other one that I plan to get has a very special, important meaning to me. This one is different though. I never really looked at tattoos as talismans until I looked at myself in the mirror with this on my body. And I totally see how a tattoo can be a talisman because there's power here. It's 3 simple little words, but there's power here. And it's really intense and I think life-changing. It's as dramatic as that sounds, I think this tattoo is life-changing.
So wonderful.
I love it. I love it. So here actually, so that you can see what my tattoo actually looks like correctly, because I know you guys are sitting there staring at it, it's totally fucking backwards to you. This is what my tattoo actually looks like when I look at it in the mirror. So yeah, I love it. And we'll have more pictures of both tattoos, and there's video footage of everything after this little talky bit right here. So tell them about your tattoo and how it came about, what it means, and how you felt after.
Well, I think, lived most of my life kind of protecting myself and being on the defense. And so the word no has been a dominant word in my life. And I've turned down lots of things, opportunities, or, you know, people invite me places and I would say no. And this happened for a very, very, very long time. Until about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I started saying yes. And I felt like I was going on this journey of saying yes. And I decided that I was going to say yes to certain things. And I felt this big change come from being able to say yes. It's just such an opening kind of word, you know, and a word that you can embody. And so I started saying yes, and then I started bringing people along on the journey, and I created a class called The Journey of Yes. And I've run like, I think 7 cycles already of it. I run it like 2 or 3 times a year, and people have been saying yes with me, and they all choose something they want to say yes to. And it's just been a very powerful and transformative experience for me personally and professionally. And so I felt like I wanted to have the word yes on my body somewhere. I wanted to be reminded to say yes, reminded not to close down and to stay open. And for me, the feather represents flight and being able to fly. And that's something that, you know, because of my trauma in childhood and all the coping mechanisms and defense mechanisms that I developed throughout the years, I haven't been flying. You know, I've been grounded. And I haven't been doing the things that I haven't been living my life to the fullest, I think. And in the past 2 or 3 years, I've changed that, and I'm continuing to change that. And coming on this trip is a huge yes and a huge way to fly. You know, I feel like I've earned my wings.
Oh yeah, last night we were talking, and she was like, "Tell them what you said."
I earned my wings, and I grew some balls.
So she grew her wings and her balls last night.
But just taking the leap to Italy and saying yes to a big trip like that, going out of the country, is so out of my norm. I don't even like leaving my house for too many hours, or I don't even take small trips. You know, I think that the last trip I took was to see her 2 years ago in Virginia. So to do this and to go for 43 days has been a huge leap of faith. And so to me, I am flying now, you know, like, and I wanted to represent that. So this is my Italy tattoo, but it's also my life tattoo. So it actually represents the leap I took in Italy, but it also represents the leaps that I keep taking and the leaps that I've taken in my life in the last 2 or 3 years.
Very cool.
And so that's really what it represents, and I put it somewhere where I could see it. I was a little afraid of that, but I'm so happy with it. I just want to keep looking at it. It makes me so happy to look at this. And it just reminds me to keep flying.
Awesome. I know, I keep looking, every time I look in my mirror, I smile.
Yeah.
You know, and like when I first saw it the first few times, I'm like, I am enough. I am enough. And now I'm like, I am enough. No, it's not that far yet, but you know, like I feel it. Like I feel something different.
Right.
It's very cool. Very cool. Okay, so that is the hard tattoo stories. I'm so glad we got these done.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I mean, that we got to go together and we got to go to a place that we're both comfortable and happy with.
For sure.
Yeah, so it was awesome. So if you want to see photos of our tattoos and see video footage of us getting tattooed and like the lead up to that and all that good stuff, stick around at the end of this video because we're going to post all of that there. Remember, you can find us in several different places. Where can they find you?
At www.stephaniegagos.com or on Facebook. You can find me there.
And you can find me on the Mixed Mediology group on Facebook. So that's Mixed Mediology on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram and, on just Facebook. This is me. And Pinterest, you know, like all the places I normally hang out. So don't forget to go find me on those places, follow me, and I will follow you back. The description box down below has all of this information and all the links to all the places to find both of us. So just scroll down there and find us. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, wait. Remember, if you like what I do here, I'm losing my voice. Anyway, remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button. That way you don't miss all this craziness. And then share it with your friends so they can hang out with us too. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye!
How is it? Like before?
Vabbè.
I don't know what
Doesn't feel good.
No.
Posso un po' qua?
You got a tight grip on that jacket.
Tell her she's missing it.
No, they're working with her right now.
Oh, my bone hurts.
Huh? Oh yeah. Look at that face. Stephanie.
Wow, that hurts. From the bone?
Don't tell her that. Remember, it's not Pearson. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
I said it's not Pearson, so don't worry about it.
It's not what?
You're saying you. It's not actually going through.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't it?
Because they're planning my tattoo right now and I need the picture.
Oh, okay.
You okay?
Yeah. On the bone. Oh my god. I know.
Perché dice a settembre devi passare un po' di l'artificio, no? No, non era a settembre.
Holy shit, that hurts.
He might not like all that fruit. He might not like all that fruit.
This part doesn't hurt nearly. This part doesn't hurt nearly as bad. Yeah. This feels more like what the other one felt like. See, that part hurts right on the bone, but still not as bad as the outline. The outline. Right there, hurts on the bone, but still not as bad as the outline did. Yeah.
The last 2 letters.
It doesn't really hurt. Yeah. Kind of numb. Right, like right on the bone, still it's tender, but it's not like the outline is much painful. Like right there where it's getting closer to my throat is stinging. It's fine.
Fading all the corners.
Yeah. I want to see it, you know. This one isn't in a place that I can see like the other one was. Your cheeks are flushed, yes. You saw how fast mine went. You didn't even get yours designed and mine's finished.
You were in there a long time, it felt like.
No, I was only in there about 20 minutes.
It's not true, guys.
I don't know if I'm on camera. Am I on camera? Mine was fast. I don't know if you can read it, but it says I am enough, but backwards. So when I look in the mirror, it's correct. This is our tattoo artist, Christian. Come on, Papa, give us your bag.
Sweet. It's my phone. I want you to take video of that and my phone.
I missed the look. All he did was turn the machine on to like get it ready, and she freaked out. Yeah. We couldn't even speak English. We couldn't even speak to our tattoo artist. We like translated and people helped us and we kind of understand, but there was no real definite solid understanding here. Was there?
No. We hope. We just hope.
We just hope for the best. Mine turned out awesome. Christian's awesome. You're gonna do great. This is the guy that was helping Stephanie because he speaks Spanish, so he helped her design her tattoo and he drew it. And helped her.
Are you videotaping me already?
Yes.
Now it's on.
You gotta watch. Or don't, whatever. Christian is laughing at you.
I know he is.
Watch out, babe. Breathe.
Kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That hurts a lot. Oh my god.
You're doing it though.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Breathe through it.
Oh my.
No, oh my god, se duele mucho, mucho, mucho. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to take breaks. I'm not kidding.
Tell uno momento to breathe.
Mucho momento.
Just get through it. You can do it.
Yeah, you got this.
No duele, no.
Sí, duele mucho. Mira, estoy sangrando y todo. Ay, Dios mío. Maybe if I look at him, I can get distracted because he's cute. Oh my god, that hurts.
But look it. You got
He
this.
still has a whole feather. He's only at the E or the F. Oh my god. I knew this was gonna hurt.
It's a tattoo. Of course it's gonna hurt.
And I was gonna do a lion.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You got this. The outline is
Look at your camera.
I'm not looking.
the outline is what hurts the worst. Once the outline's done, then the shading doesn't hurt.
Oh my god, that hurts. So you can do a close up of this. Close up of what he's doing. My god. And I wanted to do a lion.
See, but now once you get this one done, you'll know what it's like, and the next one will be a no-brainer.
I can't even freaking no. Don't even talk to me right now. I can't even talk. Oh my god, it's like razor blade.
I told you that's what it felt like.
Where's my cute guy? My distraction. All I had to do was look at his
Tell you, the
back.
lion would not have hurt you.
No, because the lion would have been up on your shoulder. It wouldn't have hurt as bad.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
We tried to help you. Let me get in there.
Why does it look black?
Because he's doing the
Oh,
outline.
he's gonna put the color in?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. That hurts. Oh my god.
Let me get pictures so I don't
Okay.
pick up all your.
Keep talking to me.
Yep.
Somebody talk to me.
He's talking to you.
Remind me of something. I'm serious.
Remember
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're so funny. You are so funny.
Ay, 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 ay.
Just think of how important
Yeah,
this is.
okay.
Think of what a talisman this is.
Talisman, okay.
Talisman.
This is not.
You are living your yes right now. How much more yes can you get?
Oh my god. Stephanie's gonna do the reflection. Yeah.
It looks really good. Really realistic. It looks awesome. And it's very light. Look, you got this now.
Well, yeah. No turning back now.
No, it's not even painful anymore, is it?
It is. I'm just pretending.
You're pretending. How do you say, come se dice in italiano, genius?
Genio. No. Bien inteligente. Genio. Genius.
Genio?
Intelligent.
Christian è genio. See, it goes kind of numb after a while.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt as bad. Now we're starting with blue.
I need a good meal after this.
Yeah, right? Me too.
I was not expecting this. I was expecting the usual thing, not people not being open and not getting to do anything we want to do.
She was so she was like, we're not getting tattoos today. They're not going to be open. They're not going to do it tonight. They're going to say no, come back. And I'm like, no, they're going to be open. And we're getting tattoos today.
Are you like videotaping this whole thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Most of it. Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say? Why?
So pretty. As he stabs me repeatedly.
As it carves into your flesh.
Are you on?
What?
Wow. Just wow. Just wow.
Yeah.
He's got to take a picture.
Yeah. Yes. Gracias.
I see. Okay, I need to turn it that way just a little bit.
Selfie time. Oh my God, my tattoo. I'm gonna go like this.
Oh, and I was thinking we could do, I could say today's video is a vlog about body art, and we could do the Vanna White body art. Body art. You know?
Yeah, okay, I don't like that.
Well, I'll do it. You don't have to.
Alright.
My hair all down.
I want us to get on camera and be really excited.
Well, I have to do the intro.
You're so professional.
Do you see what I deal with? Do you see?
Can't we just be like, ah! That's what we should do.
We can do that first, and then I'll do the intro.
Okay.
Okay. Okay? Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. I thought you were gonna scream!
Oh! right now. 1, 2,